Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Hbar. Once again, this is the 1 month chart. We're still sitting here just under 6 cents. But you know, I'm very optimistic to what happens this coming weekend with ISO. Are we going to see massive movement to the upside on these ISO cryptocurrencies? Are we going to continue to go upward slowly based off of value coming from ISO? Are we going to drop in price? Because a lot of people expect ISO to be like a flip of the switch moment. And if that doesn't happen, I'm sure some people will get frustrated and sell their ISO cryptocurrencies. The good thing is we won't have to wait much longer. This weekend is coming very fast. But it's still a great time to buy Hbar. It's so undervalued right now. The successful integration of Hedera DLT saw LBS Nigeria certified QuickPick as one of the best retail organizations in logistics mastery in Africa. QuickPick, a Web3 powered last mile delivery platform, harnesses blockchain to provide efficient delivery services. Our user-friendly app ensures easy onboarding, real-time tracking, and useful in-app features, all backed by blockchain technology. Now we've joined forces with the Hedera network to enhance our services. Every QuickPick user will seamlessly access a non-custodial wallet through which their transactions and additional services will be deployed. So you see, payment processing and tracking, wallet integration, and traceability. And again, this shows Hedera banking the unbanked, real-world use case. Imagining a future where the sports industry effortlessly integrates with fans, offering authentic, engaging, and rewarding experiences. Here's to building a platform like never before. Get ready, the game is set to elevate. This comes from Sphera World, another project building out on Hedera. Major news. In a thrilling leap, Empower is excited to announce its latest milestone, Empower Pay. The secure and easy-to-use mobile application for tracking, recording, and validating rent-to-own housing payments is going multi-chain with the inclusion of Hedera Decentralized Ledger. While this not only amplifies our capabilities, it distinctly complements our well-established Cardano-based operations. This dual strategy heralds a new era of efficiency and innovation as we continue our mission to revolutionize the way tenant payments are recorded in developing markets. So now you see Hedera and Cardano coming together. But you know what I noticed over time is we watched cross-border payments. They're going digital. Trade is going digital. Now it looks like the housing market is going digital. We're seeing tokenization inside of the real estate market. Now we're seeing payments also going digital inside the real estate market. And Hedera has strong ties in the real estate market as well. It's going to lead to more value for Hbar in the future. Hedera Hashgraph shared their thoughts with the IRS on a rule about how brokers report transactions involving digital assets. IRS is the U.S. government agency in charge of collecting and enforcing tax laws. So it looks like Hedera is trying to educate the IRS. People here in the U.S. absolutely hate the IRS. We want it to be abolished. A millionaire in what? Dirty fiat. I want to have 1 million XRP or maybe 1 million in Hbar. Screw the Fed and their debt notes. You know, we also would like to see the Fed dismantled as well. But it's nice to see Hedera talking to the IRS. Maybe at some point they could get through to them about crypto. So what is the buy, borrow, die tax strategy? This strategy involves buying assets, typically investment properties or other real estate, using them to borrow money against and holding on to them so that you can pass them down to the next generation. You know, buying real estate can lead to generational wealth. So, according to the buy, borrow, die strategy, leveraging assets as collateral allows you to borrow money while preserving the value of the underlying assets. Rather than selling off investments for cash and incurring capital gains tax, you can borrow against your assets instead. And that's why I always said, I don't think I'm going to sell my crypto. I would rather borrow against it, lend it out, get passive income from it. You know, here in the U.S., capital gains under the new tax laws can go as high as 40%. Think about that. You cash out $1 million and you owe the IRS $400,000 of that. Thanks to the SEC, my XRP is now a long-term investment. So I would only owe 20%. I honestly think I would only owe 20% on a lot of my Hbar as well. I was buying that 3-4 years ago. But you know, holding on to my crypto and lending it out and borrowing against it seems like a much better option. Then I could pass my crypto down to the next generation, my children. Then they could pass it on to my grandchildren. I think that's a better path going forward, especially when you're holding something like Hbar. Nobody knows its full potential yet. Look at how it's growing out at such a massive rate. You know, Hbar can hit some very high numbers if you hold on to it long enough. Exciting news. We've secured a strategic investment from the Hashgraph to accelerate our mission of bringing open banking to the world. Now, this talks about credit unions, and a lot of people asked me in previous videos, if you see the banking system collapsing out, what about credit unions? You know, a lot of people, a lot of financial leaders always say that a credit union is a better option instead of a bank, a safer place to store your money. Maybe I'll do a whole video on that in the future. But now that the credit unions are getting involved with blockchain and crypto, I definitely see it as a much better place to keep your money as an alternative to the traditional banking system, because the banks are definitely going to continue collapsing. It's part of the Great Reset, bank consolidations. Tracking the carbon emissions of billions of unique items in their supply chain via the Hedera Guardian. You know, I like the idea of Hedera getting involved with carbon credits and carbon offsets. The part I don't like about it is at some point, they're going to be tracking our carbon emissions, what we emit on a daily basis. And we're going to have to buy carbon credits to offset that, like another tax that we're going to have to pay in the future. But I do realize why Hedera is getting involved in this market. It's going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market in the future. They're back. Hedera holiday sweaters have arrived early. Mint and claim opens November 15th. This comes from official NFTs over there on X. And I wanted to give them a shout out for this because I thought it was a great idea for Christmas. At the end of the day, X-Sauce is a hidden gem and can only be found on Hedera. Saucer Swap Labs, the pioneering DEX on Hedera. Swap liquidity and farm. You know, I always said Saucer Swap is a great project. I always like to point out their advancements in a lot of my videos. Stellar, Cardano, and Hedera embrace ISO 222. Target trillion-dollar markets and central bank collaboration. Like I said, this is set to go live this weekend, and you gotta get prepared for what comes next. There's a reason these are ISO cryptocurrencies. You know, there's gonna be a lot of value coming from ISO. A lot of people will make you second guess that. Stay strong. There's a reason Hbar is ISO compliant. It's going to be used inside of transactions in the new financial system. ISO, so far 72% of banks are ISO compliant. The last institutions will have until 2025 to comply. So 72% of the banks are ready to go live now. And that's why I said you don't have until 2025 to get invested. You want to be holding these cryptocurrencies before ISO goes live. Most of you already hold Hbar. Continue holding it. Wait until we see the value that comes from it. The Hbar Millionaires journey is an exciting voyage. Enjoy it while it lasts. Like I said, if you hold Hbar long enough, you can easily get financial freedom from it. You know, it's been a hard road to get to where we are today. You held through one of the worst crypto winners we have ever seen. Now we're starting to see the sunshine little by little, but we're also getting closer to the finish line. You just gotta stay patient and positive for a little while longer. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.